Hey, what's up, guys? So, we have some pretty unfortunate news when it comes to God of War Ragnarok. So, we're going to be reading from Xputer, and this is coming from Tom Henderson, and he made this article, and the headline says God of War Ragnarok release date announcement delayed. Collector's editions were planned to be revealed. Rumblings of a God of War Ragnarok announcement started earlier in June, with Bloomberg's Jason Schreier addressing speculation that the title would be delayed in 2023. In Schreier's report, it was said that the game is still on track for a 2022 release, with a release date announcement coming later in the month. 2 weeks later, new on the scene and reputable insider The Snitch posted a Kratos GIF with the number 11110, which alluded to 30 in binary, indicating a June 30th announcement was impending. It's understood that this announcement was still the plan until just yesterday, with Sony announcing the release date of the game in addition to the God of War Collector's Editions. It's believed that the original contents of the blog consisted of Collector's Edition details, the release date, and assurance that the game is doing well in development, and that gameplay of the game will be at a later date. It's unclear what caused the delay, but sources have suggested that both the blog post with the release date announcement and the accompanying video of the Collector's Editions are ready to go live at any given moment if given the green light. Personally though, I'd be happy if plans were changed for a dedicated state of play with all of the announcements and gameplay. PlayStation Game Size, a reputable leaker who accesses information via the PlayStation Store API, has also said in a private conversation and has given permission to publish this info that the God of War Ragnarok store page updated at 8 p.m. yesterday, which he speculated could be a change to the pre-order date. Coincidentally, the store update came just a couple of hours after Santa Monica Studios' Cory Barlog told fans to be patient about announcements on the game. One detail that fans seem to be eager to hear is the exact release date of the game, which unfortunately I wasn't able to verify. Despite the reveal date announcement being delayed, it's still believed that the game will still be released in November. Recently, Sony has preferred to release its major first-party titles on a Friday, leaving only a few possible dates on when the game will be released if they continue the trend. The next Need for Speed installment is due to launch on November 4th, and sources have suggested that the current plan for Ubisoft's Avatar title is due to launch on November 18th, unless there's a delay. So in theory, if Sony didn't want to step on toes, November 11th could be a price date. And then he goes on talking about the Collector's Edition by saying, the Collector's Editions of God of War Ragnarok will feature a 1-to-1 scale replica of Thor's Mjolnir hammer, with the two editions being named the Collector's Edition and the Jotnar Edition. The Jotnar Edition comes with just the hammer in the game, whilst the Collector's Edition comes with other pieces such as some badges, a map of the world, and more. Officially, God of War Ragnarok doesn't seem to be a game in danger of another delay, and is still scheduled to release later this year on the PlayStation 4 and 5. So yeah, this is the latest update regarding God of War Ragnarok. I know this is very unfortunate news. Now, there's some people out there that are like very, very angry with Sony and Santa Monica, and they're being very weird and just disrespectful, and that's just not okay. Like, at the end of the day, this is just video games. Video games aren't that important when it comes to life in general, you know. And I mean, Cory Barlog confirmed yesterday that this game is coming out this year. So as of yesterday, this game is still planned to release this year. And obviously if it does, then it's still coming out in November, because it's too late now for a September release date. And also The Last of Us Part 1 is coming out in September, and October is when the next Call of Duty comes out, and December is just too late in the year. So if it does come out this year, which I believe it will, then it has to be in November. And apparently the new Need for Speed game's coming out early November, and then apparently the Avatar game is coming out on November 18th. So it does kind of make sense to slot this game in between those games on November 11th, which that's not saying like, oh, like Avatar would crush God of War Ragnarok or Need for Speed would. It would actually be the exact opposite. And also, if that does end up happening where God of War Ragnarok comes out on November 11th, man, a lot of Xbox fans are going to be really annoyed. And I think it's going to be very funny, because Starfield was supposed to come out on November 11th this year, and if it ends up being actually God of War Ragnarok's release date, I just think that would be very funny, you know. And I mean, even though like nothing was officially confirmed today, I mean, Tom Henderson did give us information on the collector's editions, you know, which me personally, I'm probably not going to buy like the highest tier, because that's probably going to be like $250, and I don't really want to spend that much money on one game, even though this is my second most anticipated game of all time, behind The Last of Us Part 2. I'll probably be getting like the Jotnar edition, whatever that is. Yeah, like I said, even though this is not officially confirmed, I mean, Tom Henderson is one of the only reliable insiders slash leakers. So, I mean, I do believe that, like, I could definitely see a November 11th release date. And also, Tom Henderson says that we still don't know why Sony decided to delay this announcement. I mean, I don't know if it's because maybe stuff going on in the world right now, or I highly doubt this, but maybe they saw the snitches post on Twitter and they're like, you know what? No, we're going to delay this by a week or a couple weeks. You know, I mean, I don't really buy that personally because, I mean, the snitch leaked The Last of Us Part 1's release date and they didn't delay that or change that date. So, I mean, when it comes to that conspiracy theory, I don't really believe that at all. I just feel like maybe Sony. But then again, I mean, I don't know, because apparently as of yesterday, they were still planning on announcing it today, but for some reason, it just got pushed back. I mean, I don't know if it's being pushed back to next week or maybe till tomorrow. I highly doubt that. Or maybe till, you know, maybe even like August or something, you know. And also, one thing I want to say that Tom Henderson mentioned in this article when he said that he would rather them just do like a state of play and not a blog post. I mean, me personally, I don't know how you guys feel, but I'm already sold on God of War Ragnarok. Like, as soon as I finish the 2018 game, like, I didn't need to see any gameplay or anything. Like, I was already sold on a sequel. So, as far as like me, like, I just want to know the release date. I don't want to see any more gameplay. I don't want to see another trailer. Of course, I mean, I would want to, because it would be awesome. But trailers nowadays, like, I feel like they give off too much of the story, and that's the thing that I'm most excited for when it comes to this game, is the story. So I honestly kind of just want a blog post where they're like, hey, here's the release date, here's the collector's editions, and go buy whichever one you want. And I feel like they are going to do that, and then probably like a month or two before launch, then they'll have like a gameplay dedicated state of play, you know. So for those of you who are like, oh my gosh, the world's ending, like, when are we going to get this news and stuff, and it's like, just try and relax, just try and be calm. Like, I promise it's going to come out whenever it comes out, so there's no point in getting mad about it, because everyone that's like demanding for a release date announcement now, like, that's not going to change Sony or Santa Monica's decision, you know. And it probably was Sony that decided to delay this, because I'm pretty sure if it was up to Corey or Santa Monica, they probably would have given us a release date and probably more gameplay a while ago, you know, because they're the developers. They're the ones that are actually working on this game. So of course they want to show it off as soon as they can. At the end of the day, Sony is the one they work for. So if Sony's like, no, you got to hold off, then they got to hold off. But what do you guys think? Down below, let me know your thoughts on this unfortunate news that the announcements for the release date and the different editions for Ragnarok has been delayed. Do you guys still believe that it's coming out this year, or do you guys still think that maybe there's a slight chance that this game gets pushed back into early 2023? Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it. If you enjoyed it or found it informative, drop it a like and hit the subscribe button by turning on the post notification bell so you don't miss my next upload. Until next time, guys, take care.